Hello sports fans, Mike LeBeau here with you. I have two of my favorite models side by side, Sergio on the left, Sam Snead on the right. And these are just two of them. I have two more, Ben Hogan and George Knudson, that I'll put up on a later date. But there are no better golf swings to watch if you're looking at purely swinging the golf club, and players that create a very powerful swing that has both a correct impact and a repetitive impact. And I think that's what every golfer would love to have in the way of a golf swing, is one that's correct and repetitive. And as you look at both of these swings, if I just let them run, they look fairly neutral, fairly standard, except when you look at Sam Snead, he's certainly a lot more inside on the takeaway, and a lot of, if you looked at this swing and you saw his takeaway, there's not a lot of people that would say that's a good takeaway, yet he only won 84 tournaments. So I'm not sure that that's really a fundamental to have a perfect takeaway. But if you get up to the top of the swing and he's got Sam Snead's a little bit more upright, if you will, but a fairly neutral position. And Sergio on the left, by the way, if you ask a lot of tour players today and a lot of people around the tour today, who's the best ball striker out there, Sergio's name certainly comes up almost all the time and is always in the discussion. But both players right here are in a fairly neutral position at the top. Not too flat, not too upright. And as they start down, you can see that both of them, again, the picture quality here is not great, but I'll take a picture quality that's not great to be able to look at these swings. If you look at both of these shafts, they're both lined up outside of the target line. And my good friend Jim Hardy was the first one to bring this to my attention and why this was important. This style swing has a plane shift. Instead of the club always being on plane with the target line or the golf ball, it's actually shifting from above and then down onto the golf ball down below. And once the player gets down into this area right here, you'll see the shaft and the right forearm lined up on the ball. And they deliver it on that right arm plane. And then the club goes through, it exits out pretty low, so they're releasing the golf club on a very low, flat circle. And I mean releasing it too, not holding on, but releasing. And then the club shifts back up to that top line and even above it into a nice high finish. And a lot of golfers don't see, a lot of spectators, if you will, don't see that lower circle as they're going through because it's so fast, it's a blur. And all we tend to see is the position at the top of the swing, which looks fairly neutral, and then the finish, which looks fairly high. But that doesn't translate into good swings with most golfers because they don't see that lower part. So if you want to be a more consistent and powerful golfer, your downswing, when the club is passing through the ball from up here at the top, coming down, it shifts down and the shaft is very flat all the way through the golf shot and out the other side. And it has to match. And if it matches, you're going to be in your posture, you're going to shift your weight, you're going to be turning through the ball as hard as you like, and you're going to have a stable club face that makes it more consistent for you to play the game. That's what we're striving for. Let's see if we can't get some of it. Best of luck.